Good evening, everyone. Welcome into our Week 10 Cover 4 football show. 6 teams in the RGV still alive prior to tonight, all vying for an area round title. Starting off with the Mission Eagles. A great moment before the game. Mission senior Ram Garcia was diagnosed with leukemia earlier this year, serving as the team captain for the Eagles, getting a signed flag from Laredo United South as well. But soon after game time, these teams wasted no time. First drive, Mission converts on 4th down twice, including that touchdown pass from Jeremy Duran to Jose Ortiz. The Panthers were here to play too. Their first drive goes the distance thanks to that screen pass. Alfredo Villarreal to Javier Rodriguez. He's off to the races to the end zone for the score. And after a defensive stop, the Panthers get another quick score, this time short run into the end zone, but the Eagles would strike right back. Very next play, Jeremy Duran finding Joe Luis Cortez for the big score. And the roller coaster just continues. Tried to get him at the end there, couldn't get him. 4th down near the goal line. Panthers go for it. Brian Benavidez with the score. This is still the first half. Jeremy Duran ties it up with the QB keep, and these two dynamic offenses go into the half tied 21, and the score from that one just a nail biter, needing extra time for a final result, but an absolutely heartbreaking loss for the Mission Eagles. But what a fight. We have our very own Daniel Esteve normally here with me. Today he's out on the job up in Laredo, taking in the greatness that was that game. Daniel, how's it going?
Hey Amanda, what a day to get out of the office. My heart rate is finally starting to calm down, and if you watched the highlights, you noticed one story, but it didn't tell the whole story, and that story ended in 4th and then overtime. It was an absolutely incredible game, 42-41 the final in favor of Laredo United South. As overtime started, first play, Laredo United South scored. Jeremy Duran, 6 touchdowns on the night, led his Mission Eagles offense into overtime. He answers with the quarterback sneak himself, and that's when Corey Detmer, the head coach of the Mission Eagles, decided to go for the win. It's a winner's mentality. I just spoke to him a couple minutes ago. He told me it was a decision he knew he had to make. Given the success of his offense throughout the entire night, he felt confident sending his boys back out in the field, and who better to put the ball in the person's hand than senior Jeremy Duran. 5 touchdowns, 6 on the night in the final overtime score. Roll out to the right, unable to convert for the 2-point conversion and the win. 42-41 the final, as I mentioned earlier, but Corey Detmer, he told me he was still proud of his team, and they're going to go out with their heads high. Plenty of heads down, though, shortly after. Team meeting shortly after, Coach talking about how appreciative he was of the team's effort despite all the craziness of the season. Coach Corey Detmer lost his father earlier this season. Ramiro Garcia diagnosed with leukemia, another senior on this team. Plenty of heartbreak throughout the season, and yet they triumphed into the second round of the playoffs, and a heartbreaking loss nonetheless, but plenty to be proud of from this Mission Eagles team. As RGV fans, we are proud of them, and I'll tell you what, hard to find a better football game than tonight. Like I said, it was a pretty good day to get outside the office. But I guess we'll have to wrap it up from here in Laredo. 42-41 the final, an impressive season for the Mission Eagles. But Amanda, I'll send it back to you over in the studio.
Thanks so much, Daniel. Definitely a great game. Now moving on up the opposite side of the state, sticking to the coast over in Corpus, the VELA SaberCats, who survived WESLACO last week with their next challenge, the Brennan Bears out of San Antonio. And it would prove to be a task for the SaberCats defense, staying tough at the start, but it would not take long for the Bears to turn it on. Jalen Spells out the gate. He hits the ground running all the way up the right sideline for the score, makes it 7-0 early, and it was a sibling affair for the Bears. Ashton Dubois down the middle to Aaron Dubois, touchdown. Brennan Bears, they lead 14-0 in this offense. Relentless tonight. We're going to get Dubois again, finds the space, sends the dart. Julian Aves on the end of it, 3-score lead, and still over 7 minutes on the clock in the first half. Bears will shove another one over the goal line before halftime. The SaberCats just struggling to really get anything going offensively tonight. They fall in the area around 28-0 to the Brennan Bears. Not the result they wanted tonight. We have our own Kira Grogan out at that game, taking in all the action. Kira, obviously not how they wanted it to end, but what a season for the VELA SaberCats.
Hey, Amanda. Yeah, I'm live at Buccaneer Stadium up in Corpus Christi, where we saw the VELA SaberCats travel north up for the 6A D2 area round of playoffs. And like you just said, not the outcome that we were hoping for tonight, as the SaberCats end their season in a shutout by the Bears 28-0. But the SaberCats knew what they were in for, specifically Coach John Campbell. That's because Coach Campbell got his start in San Antonio, so he's familiar with a lot of the coaches on this Bears team. And one he's extra familiar with, his son Joshua, who's an assistant coach for the Bears, so you could say it was a house divided tonight. Thinking back to just a week ago, VELA gave WESLACO a run for their money and came back in a second-half win in a thriller. Tonight, the SaberCats faced a tough San Antonio team, and the Bears, they really put the stop on VELA and allowed not 1 point. We were really hoping for another late-night surge tonight from the SaberCats, as they showed us last Friday night, but it just wasn't there. When it's all said and done, though, you have to give credit where it's due. VELA ends their season, and they powered through a pandemic 6-1 with 0 losses to Valley opponents. Looking at this team, you can't ignore the talent. You have A.J. Sotelo, who just last week moved into 5th place on the all-time leaderboard for UIL quarterbacks in Valley history. They have plenty of D1 talent, too, in Ronnie Garza and Andrew Alvarado, who just signed Wednesday to UTSA and Houston Baptist. So I'm really excited for these seniors to go on and do great things and represent the Valley, and to see what this VELA team brings back next season. But for now, that's going to be it from Corpus Christi. Checking out from Buccaneer Stadium, back to you.
Thanks so much, Kira. Moving on to the team that's trying to go even further than they did last year, a candidate for Mr. Texas football leading the way of this stellar squad, the Sherryland Pioneer Diamondbacks up in San Antonio tonight. Picking this one up at the start of the third. Pioneer with a slim lead, but the Mustangs picking up the pace out of the gate, busting out a massive run into the end zone for the touchdown. They'll take over on the scoreboard for the first time tonight, 30-27, but Eddie Lee Marburger has something to say about that. They say patience is key. Waiting, finds his man, Mike Ramos Jr., falls into the end zone for the score. Pioneer defense forcing a turnover on downs. Ball back to the Diamondbacks. Eddie Lee Marburger, again, a dime to Joseph Grand Jr., touchdown Pioneer. Turns it into a 2-score lead, and the Pioneer Diamondbacks managed to pull this one out to survive on to round 3. Moving on to earlier this evening, WESLACO East facing San Antonio Southwest. First drive of this one, Wildcats 4th and 1. Avery Bowen picks up the first down and then some, and he'll call his own number once again. Finishes off the drive 7-0 Wildcats to start. Southwest would strike right back. Gio Salazar uncorks the deep ball. Andre Mitchell hauls in the 31-yard grab. Huge gain later on in that drive. Second quarter, Jake Frienzon bullies his way in for the score. That'll tie us up at 7-7. WESLACO East making some costly mistakes tonight. Chris Rodriguez punching the ball out of the Wildcats' hands. Adrian Castillo pounces on the fumble. Southwest turns that into points. Mitchell finds the end zone from 2 yards out to give them the lead, 14-7 Dragons. Southwest would force a turnover on the kickoff, and once again they would capitalize. Chris Smith stays on his feet. That'll make it 20-7 Southwest, and that would be all she wrote. WESLACO East falls 32-15 to San Antonio Southwest. And that'll do it for our highlights from tonight. Elsewhere in the area around, Mercedes taking the trek to Victoria to face Leander Roos. They will fall 57-28. And of course, PSJ North sadly having to pull themselves out of the playoffs. Congrats to them on a great season. So one RGV team will move on to round 3. Pioneer claiming the area round title tonight. To the rest, a huge congratulations on successful seasons through all the adversity this year brought us. It was nothing we expected, but we did get to watch some great football at the very least.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do have the one team, so you never know, but it just takes one in the world of sports.
Pioneer has quite the quarterback, so I'm really intrigued to see if they can go further.